Hello, this is BiomedRx Radio. I am your host, Devin Lockett, owner of the BiomedRx Health Center. The BiomedRx Health Center is located at the southeast corner of Foothill Boulevard and Mountain Avenue in the city of Upland, California. The address is 916 North Mountain Avenue, Suite D1, Upland, California 91786. You can call us at 909-608-2880 and find us online at www.biomedrxhealthcenter.com. Today's guest is Stephanie Richmond. She is a biomagnetic pair therapist, hypnotherapist, holistic health practitioner, and researcher. She was also the translator when I was taking the biomagnetic pair therapy course myself from Dr. David Goyce. Hi, Stephanie. How are you?
Hi, Devin. Hi. Very well. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Well, I wanted to know what you can tell us about biomagnetic pair therapy.
Well, my history with biomagnetic therapy was I had it offered to me. I was having digestive problems. I was having a lack of energy, swollen ankles. They were all kind of mystery symptoms that I really didn't feel like going to have 100 million tests done to figure out what was going on with me. And somebody recommended biomagnetism while I was in Mexico. So I had it done, and after about the fourth session, it made a world of difference in me. I even lost a pant size from all the water retention that I was having for so long. And
from only 4 sessions?
Absolutely. On the fourth session was when I had to go buy a new pair of pants.
Wow. Wow.
So I couldn't believe it, and I really wanted to know more about it. I really wanted to get into how this was working. The therapist that worked with me said that they were offering courses that I could go take, and given that the discoverer of this method was from Mexico, that I could go take the courses. They were given in Spanish at that time. So I went, and I understood it, at a better level once I took the course, and then began to practice it on friends and family on the side, just for fun, and I'm so mesmerized of how the body responds to magnets.
Yes.
And the ability to be able to see what's happening to the body when you place magnets. And so I began to work on lots of people. The word got out, and it actually turned into a whole practice. So after a year or so, this was in 2010, and I've been practicing ever since.
Wow.
Working on a lot of folks with all different kinds of ailments.
Very, very interesting. And you've seen a lot of success with it.
I've seen tremendous success. It's very exciting, and it's a very noble, non-invasive form of working with the body naturally. I continued to take courses, level 2, and then I began to take more courses just to repeat and get more information. And then I began to work closely with the Goyce family. So the discoverer of this, his name is Dr. Isaac Goyce.
Yes.
And he has some sons that are taking on more and more of the business as well, as far as teaching and practicing.
Thank you for the pronunciation, by the way. I've been calling him Isaac.
Well, in Spanish it's Isaac.
Isaac, okay.
It would be Isaac. It's fine either way.
Okay.
But so I started working closely with them as far as helping them, speak English, translate a lot of the information, translate during the courses. I helped organize a lot of the courses here, Australia, and in Canada.
Yes. You were instrumental in the course that I took for the English-speaking students, I have to say.
Well, one thing I ended up being able to do is translate simultaneously, which I didn't know I had that talent. But
that's a very good skill.
Yeah. So closely with Dr. David Goyce that, we practically complete each other's sentences. I just do it in English. So I've helped him a lot. I helped him a lot in Australia as well with his translation. So so I've been working with them on all different sides of the practice, as far as teaching, practicing, and in the research as well.
Wonderful. For those of you just joining us, this is Devin Lockett with BiomedRx Radio, weekly holistic health program for high-tech holistic health care solutions, coming on here at AM 590 every Sunday at noon. Happening right now is the weekly holistic health fair, Holistic Health Sundays, which is held in the parking lot of the BiomedRx Health Center every Sunday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Again, the BiomedRx Health Center is located at the southeast corner of Mountain Avenue and Foothill Boulevard at the Vanguard Center. The address is 916 North Mountain Avenue, Suite D1, Upland, California, 91786. Now, Stephanie, when you started offering your practice to the public, what were the first conditions that you found yourself having to address with biomagnetism?
I would see a little bit of everything, but one of the main things I would see is just people feeling not well. In other words, lethargic, chronic fatigue, chronic gastrointestinal issues. They were more like these syndromes or mystery symptoms that fall in buckets like fibromyalgia or, IBS. And as I would help them, and after 1 to 5 sessions, more or less, they would improve drastically. Another one was just pain, whether it was diagnosed or not as arthritis. A lot of kidney issues, kidney failure, and kidney disease. And it was just incredible how quickly they would heal, and then they'd just come in for maintenance when they'd start feeling not well again for whatever reason. Some of them would do very well. Others would need a little more work. It depended. But it was amazing to see how well and how quickly they would improve as they had treatment.
Yes, I noticed that as well. The first reaction I got to biomagnetic pair therapy, when it was done on me, was that I lost a lot of weight. I noticed that I had a detox reaction after the very first treatment. And afterward, I just started losing weight and feeling a lot healthier. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. There's something about water retention, toxic water retention. We lose a lot of that. There's a lot of sugar craving that goes away, and you feel kind of more alert and not hungry and a little more energetic. And so, I've had women say that, the day after the treatment, they were vacuuming their whole house and cleaning, and like they've never cleaned before. And they were telling me, I don't know what happened and what came over me, but I had all this energy. So a boost in energy is also seen a lot.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, I've noticed that. Now, have you had people come to you with polycystic ovarian syndrome?
Yes, I have. I've seen quite a few. And like I tend to see, and Dr. Isaac Goyce always tells us that even though the diagnosis may be the same, every client is different. So even though they come in with the same diagnosis, you're looking at a whole different issue with each one. And that was very interesting for me to find. I don't find the exact same protocol on each person. I find a difference. So as some clear faster than others, depending on what biomagnetic pairs are found and how many and how long it takes to depolarize them. And so, yes, I've seen quite a few with all a different range of the symptoms of polycystic syndrome, but I've seen it work very well with that as well.
I've had some success with polycystic ovarian syndrome as well, and it happens pretty rapidly. Actually, I've seen a pretty favorable response after only one treatment in a couple of cases.
That's great. Yeah. I've seen that overall as well. And there's so many people that we lose track of as well, that we don't hear back from them to see how well they're doing until you see them a long time later, and then you find out that they did very well. So it just depends on how closely these people stay in touch, and we track them to get a little more data. But yes, absolutely.
Yes.
A lot of the gynecological, let's say, issues are what I see also clear very well. Myomas and so on and so forth. And
circulatory issues, things that have to do with the kidneys or the liver as well. Now, we're coming up on the first half, on the end of the first half of our show. BiomedRx is the parent company of the BiomedRx Health Center. BiomedRx is a healthcare technology management company that provides medical equipment maintenance services to hospitals, surgery centers, and other healthcare providers throughout Southern California. BiomedRx is unique among medical equipment repair companies. They adhere to the highest standard of service in the medical device industry. BiomedRx service representatives work in the evenings and on weekends so as not to interrupt your clinical operations. They provide each client with a secure online portal, a living service report featuring videos, text, and picture documentation of all service events conducted at the client's facility. BiomedRx offers annual service contracts to maintain all of the medical and computer equipment in any healthcare facility. These services include medical equipment repair, calibration, preventative maintenance, and electrical safety inspection. Find out more online at www.biomedrx.com. That's it for this first half. See you guys soon. Hello, I'm Devin Lockett, owner of BiomedRx Health Center. Have traditional therapies for chronic conditions such as headaches, migraines, ADD, ADHD, anxiety, depression, or many others failed you? Have you or a family member struggled with addictions? Are you an athlete striving for peak performance? BiomedRx Health Center provides holistic and alternative therapies using a unique protocol of neurofeedback and biomagnetism to help those struggling with issues that traditional medicine have been inadequate in providing optimal results. Neurofeedback prepares the brain for peak performance and athletic achievement. Biomagnetic pair therapy helps restore the body to a state of balance that empowers the body's own immune system to defend against illnesses. We at BiomedRx Health Center invite you to experience the unique combination of therapies and training available. For more information and a free consultation, call us at 909-608-2880. That's 909-608-2880. Tune in every Sunday at noon to BiomedRx Radio to learn how we can help in bringing you relief with high-tech, holistic healthcare solutions.
AM 590, The Answer.
We're back with BiomedRx Radio. I am your host, Devin Lockett, coming from the BiomedRx Health Center. The BiomedRx Health Center is located at 916 North Mountain Avenue, Suite D1, Upland, California, 91786. You can find us online at www.biomedrxhealthcenter.com or call us at 909-608-2880. It's a good idea to come out today and every Sunday at noon or from 11 until 6 p.m. to enjoy the Holistic Health Sundays event held in front of the BiomedRx Health Center. VidSearch Marketing is a company that provides internet marketing services for companies in the Inland Empire and throughout Southern California. They can put any website at the top of the search engine results for any search criteria. This means any product or service you offer in your targeted location or locations. They do search engine optimization, social media marketing, and web video production and optimization. They are a local company that prides itself on providing excellent customer service to their clients. Right now, they are offering a special. They will place one web video on the top of the search engine page results in your chosen search criteria for only $475. If you don't already have a video, they can produce one for you. To learn more, contact VidSearch Marketing at www.vidsearchmarketing.com or call 909-566-2475. That's www.vidsearchmarketing.com or call 909-566-2475. 2475. We're back with Stephanie Richmond, certified biomagnetic paratherapist, holistic healthcare provider, and researcher. Stephanie?
Yes.
We were talking about biomagnetic paratherapy and the success you were having with clients with different types of issues. Would you like to add more to what you were saying?
Well, it sounds almost too good to be true, but basically, we're really helping the body heal itself. So that's why we're able to see such a range of issues be cleared up. The body is actually able to do what it does naturally and beautifully, it's heal itself. So we're kind of removing blocks, and I would call them blocks, one way or the other, whether they're pathogens or dysfunctions or imbalances. And as that clears, then the body can just do what it normally does and regulate itself.
Now, how do these blockages come about? How does the body, develop these type of pH imbalances?
Well, the discoverer, Dr. Isaac Goiz Duran, his main theory is they're pathogens, microbes. So, we have microbes with us all the time, but he sees that there's maybe an imbalance, whether we take it in, breathe it in, ingest it, somehow or the other, we get a pocket or an overload or an imbalance of pathogens, and they begin to get the body out of balance. And as we remove the environment that makes them thrive, and that changing the environment actually kills off the pathogen and lets the body balance itself out. So an overload of, let's say, candida, the biomagnetism won't get rid of candida per se. It gets rid of the overload of candida, because we live with candida. We can't live without it. So these pathogens are our friends, but we need them in a balanced state, in a healthy environment, healthy state.
Now, have you found any type of supplements or anything helps the effectiveness or, augments the effectiveness of biomagnetic paratherapy?
I personally don't go in too far with supplements. I do recommend lots of water to clear it out. I do recommend those people who know how to implement enemas or cleansing of the colon to help them detox faster. But supplements per se, I don't. I know there's a lot of practitioners that like supplements and that recommend them to help this move in the right direction. But it really works on its own. Basically, it does a very good job right on its own.
Yes, it does. I don't really recommend, well, I do recommend supplements, not necessarily to aid with biomagnetic paratherapy, but just just in general, to maintain your health and to give yourself the nutrients that you don't get in your diet. While we're on the subject, all of the supplements that we will be talking about on the show are available online at www.biomedrxsupplements.com. For those of you just joining us, this is BiomedRx Radio with me, your host, Devin Lockett. We're on every Sunday at noon here on AM 590, The Answer. Are you ready to make a career change in 2018? Enter the exciting field of healthcare technology management with the BiomedRx Institute. The BiomedRx Institute offers education and training in medical equipment repair. At the BiomedRx Institute, students learn every aspect of healthcare technology management, including medical equipment repair, calibration, installation, preventative maintenance, and electrical safety inspection, medical device field service, and hospital medical equipment maintenance management. Begin your new career as a biomedical equipment maintenance technician or medical device field service engineer by visiting us online at www.biomedrxinstitute.com or by calling the BiomedRx Institute today at 909-920-5884. Paid internships and work-study programs are available. Again, visit us online at www.biomedrxinstitute.com or call the BiomedRx Institute today at 909-920-5884. Stephanie, when you are practicing biomagnetism on a new client, do you go through the entire scanning process using a magnet, or do you do the verbal scanning process? Or could you help us understand a little bit more about the scanning process?
Sure. Well, the scanning process is taught at the beginning with a magnet. In other words, we use a magnet and we slide it, let's say, on different parts of the body. And as it is moved around different parts of the body, you'll see a reaction in the legs, in the length of the legs. In other words, there's a contraction or not a contraction. When the leg contracts and wherever we place the magnet, that means there's an imbalance in that spot where we place the magnet.
Okay.
And so that is showing the practitioner where we need to work on. In other words, where there's an area that needs to be depolarized biomagnetically.
Mm-hmm.
So Dr. Goyes spent almost 30 years finding all these areas and learning what movement needs to happen to depolarize that one area. So, for example, if we slide the magnet over the liver and the leg contracts, there's something going on not only within the liver, but associated to the liver and associated to some kind of microorganism.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Goyes found when you place the then opposite charge of the magnet in a different part of the body, it would release that charge and make it go neutral, to where then the liver or whatever was affecting around the liver could then be neutralized, or a state of homeostasis would come in,
mm-hmm.
and then the patient therefore then feels better.
Now, when you say opposite charge, we're talking about the positive and negative poles of a magnet. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yes.
So we use both poles of the magnet. We use the positive and the negative.
Mm-hmm.
And so we use the magnet to trace or to look through the body, scan the body for these areas of imbalance. And at some point, it gets to where that would be a level 2 learning. There's no longer need to use the magnet. In other words, we do more of a muscle test to be able to scan the body much faster.
Mm-hmm.
And we're able to find these same imbalances through muscle testing. And then we corroborate the imbalance by actually placing the magnet to see if it really is out of balance. And the magnet will always show us, yes, there is an imbalance there that corresponds to that muscle test. So basically, you could do both scans and be equally, efficient and have a positive result. So that's why when people go visit biomagnetists, they'll see that everyone's scanning method is a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like going to see an acupuncturist. Each acupuncturist has their own kind of approach and way of placing needles, for example. The same would happen with a biomagnetist.
Yes.
So you'll see some people using the magnet, some people just using the muscle testing.
Yes. Wonderful. This has been very, very informative, Stephanie. Thank you very much. It looks like we're coming up on the end of our show already. It's like the time flies. For those of you just joining, this is BiomedRx Radio with Devin Lockett from the BiomedRx Health Center. We're discussing holistic healthcare solutions here every Sunday on AM 590 The Answer and AM 590 TheAnswer.com. You can reach the BiomedRx Health Center at 916 North Mountain Avenue, Suite D1 in Upland, California, 91786. You can find us online at www.biomedrxhealthcenter.com or call us at 909-608-2880. Thank you.